This is Bo Duke and Luke Duke. They're cousins. They fight the system. Just a good old boy.
The Dukes of Hazzard was a hit TV series that ran from 1979 to 1985, following the adventures of cousins Bo and Luke Duke as they outwitted corrupt officials and tore up dirt roads in their iconic Dodge Charger, the General Lee. Here are 10 weird facts you may not have known. The key word being may, because, well, maybe you know all of it. Either way, I hope you enjoy the video. And have you ever wondered about Roscoe's famous snickering laugh? Stick around for the bonus and find out.
That's him, Sheriff Roscoe Coltrane. If Sheriff Roscoe runs the county, Boss Hogg runs Roscoe.
Number 1. The General Lee was a stunt car legend, but also a casualty. During the show's original run, over 300 Dodge Chargers were reportedly used and destroyed due to the high number of car chases and jumps featured in the show. The production team often had trouble finding enough Chargers to keep up with filming demands.
Well, they'll feel the long arm of the law.
Oh, looks like we got company.
Well, he ain't staying long. Hey, get back!
Number 2. The famous car horn was added on a whim. The General Lee's signature Dixie Horn wasn't in the original script. One day, a local Georgia mechanic drove by the set and honked a custom horn that played the tune, catching the producer's attention. They bought the horn on the spot, and it became one of the show's most memorable features.
One of these days, I'm gonna knock him in the middle of next week. I'll slap the shit out of him and then slap him for shit.
Number 3. A toy line in Lunchboxes caused a merchandising war. CBS and Warner Brothers clashed with the cast over royalties from the massive amount of Dukes of Hazzard merchandise, including toys, model cars, lunchboxes, and Halloween costumes. The actors claimed they weren't receiving their fair share, leading to major legal disputes behind the scenes.
Hi.
Hi, hi. Hi, you right into the unemployment office, you no-do. Yeah.
Well, nighty-night. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
They just don't make grown-ups like they used to.
Number 4. Bo and Luke walked off the set in a contract dispute. In 1982, stars Tom Wopat and John Schneider left the show due to disagreements over royalties and merchandising profits. They were replaced for most of season 5 by new cousins Coy and Vance, but ratings dropped dramatically. The original duo was eventually brought back after CBS realized the replacements weren't winning over fans.
Uncle Jesse, you know, after 6 years, I don't think I'm going to recognize my own cousins.
How do you recognize it?
Daisy, Uncle Jesse.
Number 5. Daisy Duke's shorts caused a stir. Catherine Bach's wardrobe as Daisy included what became known as Daisy Duke's ultra-short cutoff jeans. Network censors initially wanted her to wear longer shorts or even pantyhose, fearing the look was too provocative. In the end, Bach wore flesh-colored pantyhose under the shorts, and the look sparked a fashion trend that still bears her character's name.
You may be a duke, but you sure got the most beautiful legs in all of Georgia. Yeah.
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with old boss's eyes.
Hey, if you're getting a chuckle from this silly content, please support the channel by tapping the like button. Thanks much. Number 6. John Schneider lied about his age to get the part. When auditioning for the role of Bo Duke, John Schneider was just 18 years old, but told producers he was 24. He also showed up in a battered pickup truck, dressed like a Southern good old boy, and faked a Southern accent, despite being from New York. His convincing act landed him the part.
You know what I remember most about you, Jill? Your crush on me.
Isn't it funny how our tastes change when we mature?
Was that a compliment?
You probably think it is.
Number 7. Denver Pyle, who played Uncle Jesse, was a real-life cowboy. Pyle had a long Hollywood career playing frontier and rural characters. Off-screen, he was a shrewd investor and philanthropist, eventually becoming a millionaire through oil investments. He brought a sense of authenticity to Uncle Jesse that helped ground the show's more cartoonish elements.
Jesse Duke is a clan patriarch. Now, you're gonna love old Jesse. He's quite a study. Although he's well-read, he's rough as a mouthful of bark when he's riled.
Number 8. The General Lee was often too heavy to fly far. Despite its muscle car image, the Charger wasn't ideal for jumping. It was front-heavy and often nosedived during landings, damaging the suspension and frame. To mitigate this, the stunt team sometimes filled the trunk with cement or sandbags to balance the weight. Though this didn't always prevent a crash.
Folks, this here is a historic moment. The first jump ever made by General Lee.
We just jumped a dang creek.
Yeah! General Lee always was a cavalryman, huh?
Number 9. The Confederate flag displayed on the General Lee has become controversial. While it was seen at the time as a symbol of Southern pride, the flag has since become associated with bias and controversy. In recent years, reruns of the show were pulled from some networks, and merchandise featuring the car was altered or discontinued. In an interview, John Schneider said that the whole politically correct generation has gotten way out of hand.
My issue is when people say because that flag was on the car, that show is therefore just show. And that bothers me in my soul. So I try to have a conversation. I tell people what it meant to me when I was a kid. It means fighting the system.
Number 10. Actor Sorrel Book, who played the scheming Jefferson Davis boss hog, wore a white suit that became his signature look. Book, a classically trained actor who spoke several languages, wore padding to enhance his character's exaggerated belly. He was actually much slimmer than he appeared on screen.
My boss eats at the boar's desk because his wife Lulu is a lousy cook. Well, at least he don't dunk it.
Roscoe, I've overpaid any debt I'll ever have to you. Because you married my fat sister. I married your fat sister.
Now, for a bonus fact. Roscoe P. Coltrane's laugh was improvised. Actor James Best created Roscoe's wheezy laugh and various famous lines himself. He often went off script and improvised, and his goofy persona made the bumbling sheriff a fan favorite. Best had a long career in westerns and even taught acting to Burt Reynolds and Quentin Tarantino.
You know, this is the first time they ever fished this creek and never caught anything.